shirt. For Nigeria matter, you know, go make they wear shirt talk for Nigeria matter. You understand? See, waiting I want to show you so. Now, I don't know whether na levy officer I will call them. I be now who they be. Me know too. I don't know them. But now federal government people now they be. You hear me now? Federal government people, how ship go enter your water? You know go know. You want try tell us say that they switch this thing or how ship go enter another boat safe from water if they cross that time for Libya. I don't go Libya that time. If they want cross, though I never enter water, but anything when like this when you just enter water, police they know see how far what people they on top of water. Unless now the police when they settle, now they go just relax. Say na pass, they go even see you now, will pass. You another lampa, that one say na balloon be like just normal lampa. You want tell me say big ship when one load door here, you go come your territory, you go cross water, come enter your water without say you know. You want try fool me. I be like fool for your eye. Me no see minister be what they call you. Me I be like fool for your eye. We not be fool. Not gonna fool us. Me not be fool. Mona watch this video.
For 3 weeks, the Nigerian maritime sector has come under the spotlight at the 55th session of the Ministerial Weekly Briefing. This time it is the turn of the Managing Director of the Nigerian Ports Authority.
MD, MPA.
Technology and theft are among major impediments for the authority, and one that stands out is the Vessel Traffic Service, which is critical to tracking rogue vessels on the Nigerian water.
The intelligent persons bringing in vessels to steal crude, one of the things they do is they shut down the AIS. This is what is needed in terms of transmission for you to even know the vessel comes in. And the locations they go into, they come in legally, but then they go by the left-hand side to commit illegal activities after switching off their AIS. Once you switch it on, it actually shows the person looking for that vessel all the locations that vessel have been, for how long, and on what date. And this is what Nigerian Ports Authority needs. This is what the nation needs. Smaller African countries have had these things for so long, and it is now that we are working to ensure that these systems are deployed in Nigeria. We are going ahead to deploy what they call the VTS, and then we are working with NASDA to also have information in terms of vessel movement.
In spite of an increase in cargo traffic, particularly in Calabar and Onne, theft of buoys worth millions of naira and insecurity along the Eastern Maritime Corridor is another crucial challenge.
Because some of them, nature takes some of them away, they go adrift. But those that go adrift, if they go adrift, you'll be able to monitor and find them, because they have transponders that can make them easy for you to identify where they are. So, but some of them mostly are stolen and turned to scraps, and that has affected navigation in those channels, and it had made it difficult for vessels to operate in those locations.
According to him, the Nigerian Ports Authority has managed to rake in more revenue in an upward trend. Between January and September 2022 alone, the authority raked in 259 billion naira as revenue. From the presidential villa, Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.
So, Baba, you hear of Peter Obi interview yesterday now, when he say government, they plan to arrest him because he say na government, they steal oil for Nigeria. Baba, the man they right. I'll show you some things now. I did on board a unanimous vessel. I no go like to mention name. This ship where they see so now VLCC. As you can see, I'm a very large cargo carrier. Look out. You see the size of the ship. You see the size. This ship where they see if you carry 1 million barrels minimum. At least give and take minimum 1 million barrels of crude oil. Now there is something called the AIS. We have all these things. Now they take track vessel. All these things. Every navy of every country in the world get these things. All these things. The moment a vessel enter your territorial water, this thing goes see. The moment any vessel, even from like 1,000 miles from your port, They go don see am say they come. All these things they take and they track vessel. You see all those green things you see there. Now vessels them where they come the place where I did. They still dey far, but this thing don't catch them. Say then they come. Now all these things now things where they track vessel. This particular one now, this one is called GPS, Global Positioning System. Then the other one I first show now. This one are the AIS, Automatic Identification System. Now you see all these things there is another one where they call Long Range Identification Tracker, LRIT. Now there is no way ship of this magnitude, ship of this size go enter Nigeria, load crude oil, sail out without being noticed. And they tell us that nobody know when he come, nobody know when he go. You understand me? Already the moment any ship just dey approach your territorial water, the navy from the control room go don see am. You understand? But to say navy no know when ship come go, nobody know when ship come go, custom no know when ship come go. Abba. Make them tell those things to the dust now. How can you be talking to people as if say we be as if say we dey daft, as if say we be fool? So when Peter will be saying our government they steal oil, nobody. The man dey very right. So this small thing I just show you now. This thing I just show you. Look at the size of this ship. Look at the size of this ship. How can something like this enter our territorial water and nobody notice am with all these gadgets? This one na ship na ship on be this. The ones wey go there for navy control room go pass these ones. You dey see am.
Video ba. We dey say about fool. I don't understand. We be like fool for una eye. I be because we know talk. We be like mumu. You dey hear me now? Me no know for now. Because me I no be fool. I dey hear. I know everything una dey do. Just that we like say we too dey keep quiet. Now they worry all of now. And now tell me say ship enter your water. Say you don't know. Say no. Navy no know. Army no know. None of una know. The load oil come out una no know. Man, since 9 years, see Nigerians. May I tell you, if you hear money when they thief for oil, when they thief, as in they thief the money, if you dey hear and you see Nigeria, see they support APC, see they support PDP, my guy, you need brain surgery. In fact, they need to see this one. I don't want to say they'll say hey, they talk whether not everybody will support one party, everybody no wants. I understand. I know, no before. If you hear money when Nigerians, when those evil people they thief, they collect, they thief from oil, when we say oil when not be their own. Sad. If you reach that state, no development. I worry you want tell me, I don't go worry. From that worry, so the creek when they inside, I don't go Burutu. They hear that place so oil food there. Now there for call it Ijo. You understand? Now for collect oil. If you see there, my guy, poverty. They smell. People know they sing better water drink. People know they sing better environment they live. Now water they stay. My guy, you know go. I don't know what to explain. Because it's the time. If you see money when they collect from us, when they come up, you can't expect me they see you now they laugh. How would they laugh? When they thief me I see they look when they greet you. I don't understand. I wish you let me do. I go all punch you now for face. Because you think they tire me. See, you know how much they lose every day. I wish all those money that they use and well. They use until they organize our country well. Whether now the north or the south or the west, the full country they organize and well. My guy, we for the enjoy life. You know they stress. You wake up in the morning, you just do one or two things online. You day free. Just do things on your own. But Nigeria don't make life hard for us.
Another discovered point of crude oil export via the offshore. Interesting how they have left just having to tap the major lines and cook it in the communities as it were. This is major scale exports, unquantifiable number of liquids, unquantifiable number of crude that leaves this point where vessels just come latch on, and the connection is coming all the way from a 48-inch Focados line where they have made an incision, traveling all the way through that linear line, tapped it into an existing Egypt line that isn't functional, but the pipes are there. Actually, where we are,
you know, be like country,
crude
you know,
back
be like
for
state,
processing.
you know, be like.
So
See,
that
I don't
line is what
understand.
they have used in terms of
fine,
reverse
you know,
or
they fine,
reversal
guy. Nothing
to
fine
now
for world.
use
I
as
know
an
they see where
export line.
fine.
Smart
Maybe
one.
place when
But
they
I mean,
busy
smart
for them, when they
criminality,
say,
you would say, and that has
you
cost
feel
the
say
nation
fine.
to the
Maybe
point
that
where
one are bad.
even the federal government is now
Yes, that one are bad. Airport
raising
no
an
dey work.
onslaught against
If
crude
those
oil terms.
money
Let's talk to
they use and work for us, we go
the
dey
head
enjoy
of the
life.
security guys that are
No
here,
light, no road,
who
no
actually
hospital,
helped in
no water, no
discovering
food.
this
You tell me say me
Itantite
in a
guys,
country me and
the
they
private
respect me.
security
I
that's
want
been
to they
engaged by the
respect me.
federal
I don't
government.
understand.
You can see crude dripping. It means that this is
country,
active. The stealing is
like I tell you,
active.
never tire
So
me, I
when
swear,
people tell you
tire
they
me.
just discovered a
You
line
get
like
when
this,
they
it gives
every time.
it gives
My guy,
away a lot in terms of
you're not
doubt.
supposed
I
to
help
pray
us.
for anybody. You're not supposed to
Thank you very
support
much,
anybody.
Phillips.
If not, be when come
As you
outside, they
already
talk about
noted,
the money, they talk
the
about the
line,
issues, say they thief
the
oil, and
criminals
government.
connected
If all those discover when they call
to
it
a
phone, say
48-inch
they discover oil, so
export pipeline from
they for not do one now.
Shell terminal
They
in
for not try and they for not do one.
Focados terminal,
Since all this year, you
and
hear
they
say
bring
they
it
do one.
here. Like you rightly explained, it is connected to an Egypt pipeline that had not been used for quite some time now, and it comes here. Look at this place. Please, can you go back a little? You can see that there is a valve here.
Yeah.
Okay. When they come, they connect their flanges here. When they connect their flanges here, they take it down to the ship where the ship will be below, and
Kind of like a hose.
Like a hose, yeah.
Yeah, a hose.
Yeah. They connect a flange and they connect a hose to the flange.
To the flange and they tie it up.
Then they do. Look at this. What they do is this serves like a seal.
Yes.
They put this
leak.
here for leak.
And
so when they bring the other seal here, you see this is what gives this kind of gap that you see on the seals here.
Yeah.
So when they do this, they just take the hose down and they load their ships. Now, how long has this been? From our intel, this has been over 3 years to 5 years. And the last time somebody discovered this was about 3 years ago. And they told us that they reported this to Shell. Of course, I don't know if Shell will want to agree to that, but we were told that they reported this to Shell like 3 years ago.
They say that the sea, the ocean, gives you an endless opportunity in terms of commerce. This same ocean, this same blue economy has served the economy of crude oil thieves and mindless way of doing this in such manner that if you didn't have to engage to the point of this discovery, then it tells you the quantum of crude and barrels that leave this country undetected, quantifiable and unaccounted for. It's a deactivated well help, but